Hi, so this is just a wee recap of what we were learning yesterday. So you're just going to grab your yarn and bringing your little finger and your ring finger in and having your pointy finger and your middle finger sitting out. I'm just going to wrap the yarn around and create an X and then wrap it around here, okay? And you see your two strands of yarn. So I'm going to lift this front bit of yarn and I'm going to grab the back bit of yarn and pull it up through and wiggling the yarn off my fingers as I do, and it creates a loop. So I'm going to get my hook, I'm going to put the loop on the hook, and then I'm just going to pull it right up. So just keep it tight, and that is your slip knot. Okay, and then we're going to practice holding the yarn. So as I showed you yesterday, this is the recommended way to hold your yarn. Well, one of them. So you wrap your yarn around, goes around your little finger and up around the pointy finger, and then your thumb and your middle finger holds the yarn, okay? So I tend to do mine a little bit different. So you can do that the first way that I showed you, or you can try this way as well. There's a few ways to try, so just try whichever way is comfortable for you. So I wrap the yarn around and then I go in through my little finger and then I come out on top of my middle finger, and then I pinch the yarn with my thumb and pointy finger, and then my little finger is used to hold the yarn in place, so it just gives me a wee bit more control. And then I raise my middle finger, not in a rude way, just here, so it keeps the control and the tension. So we're just going to chain 10, okay, just like I showed you yesterday. So you get your hook, and I hold my hook thumb here and my pointy finger here. So you go under the yarn and you grab the yarn, twist your hook a little bit, and you just pull the yarn in through the slip knot that you made, creating a new loop here, and that's your first chain. So we're going to go under the yarn, grab it, twist your hook and pull the yarn in through that second. Okay, so you've made your second chain, and again hook under the yarn, turn it and pull through, making your third chain. And as you're going, remember to hop up that ladder as I was telling you to do. So underneath the yarn, twist it a little and pull through. Underneath the yarn, twist your hook a little and pull through. And underneath the yarn, twist your hook. And whenever you're doing this, I tend to kind of pull this bit of my work just to kind of gives it a wee bit more space whenever I'm doing this, to make it easier to pull the yarn through. Okay, so that's why it's important to keep hopping up the wee ladder as well. So you pull it through, and again underneath your yarn, grab your yarn, twist it and pull through, and again underneath your yarn, twist it and pull through, and we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we have 2 more to make. So 1 and 2 is 10. Okay, so I'm just going to reposition my yarn, which you will do quite a lot whenever you're crocheting, so that's why it's really important to learn to hold the yarn and find a way that's comfortable for yourself. So on this row we are going to do our double crochets now. So we are going to skip this first stitch here beside your hook, and the reason you do that is because it's quite awkward to get your hook into this one. Okay, so we are going to go into this space here. So you're going to get your hook and you're going to put it in through this space, and you're going to, just like before when you were chaining, go underneath the yarn, grab the yarn with the hook and pull it back through that space you just went into, and that leaves 2 loops on your hook. And then you're going to go back underneath the yarn, twist your hook and pull through the 2 loops that's on your hook, and that creates your first double crochet. And I'm using my thumb and my pointy finger to hold my work, so it gives me the control that I need to keep my tension right. So we've worked this one and we're now going to go into this one. So you insert your hook underneath your yarn and then grab your yarn and pull it back through underneath the yarn again, turn your hook around and pull through the 2, and again into the next space, which is here. So insert your hook underneath your yarn and grab your yarn, twist your hook and pull through, and underneath the yarn, twist your hook and pull through the 2. Okay, so we're moving on to this one now. So insert your hook, okay, and underneath the yarn, and you're grabbing your yarn, twist your hook, pull it back through, underneath the yarn, twist your hook and pull through the two. Okay, so you're just going to go ahead and finish this row, just working the same and count as you go. So we'll have 9 double crochets at the end. So importance of counting is that you don't skip any stitches or make any new stitches, because sometimes it's easy to go into the same space and do 2 double crochets. So once you get to the end, so you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, and we're just going to chain 1. So I'm just going to reposition my yarn again, and we're going to chain 1 like we did at the start. So you go underneath the yarn, grab the yarn and pull through the loop on your hook, and then we're just going to turn our work, because we're just going to go back down this way. So you'll see now that it looks like V's, okay, that you've made. So we're going to go into this first one here. So we're going to insert your hook into the first space, and you'll have the 2 strands of yarn then. So you've got your loop, and then you've got the 2 strands of yarn from this stitch, and you'll go under the yarn, grab it with your hook and pull through the 2 strands, okay, so that leaves 2 loops on your hook, and you go back underneath and grab the yarn, twist it and pull through the 2. Okay, so we're going to go into the next space here. So again, if you pull your work, then you can see you've worked this one, and this is the next one you're going to begin into. So you insert your hook under the 2 strands, underneath your yarn, grab your yarn with your hook and pull through, and underneath the yarn, turn it and pull through the 2. Okay, so if you just continue this on to the end of the row, okay, and you can make as many rows as you want, just to kind of keep practicing, and we will have a wee look at this next week to see how you all get on. And if you have any questions or anything, just send me a wee message, and hopefully, yeah, just enjoy it and relax yourself. Remember, sometimes you might get a wee bit, because you might be tense doing this. Give yourself a wee stretch, take a big deep breath, relax and enjoy it. Okay, so talk to you soon.